kickoff to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. That third down conversion good for 23. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many others, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Trucks over him. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. But fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes firing complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ball carrier.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down at the 30.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause it.
And here he's hit. He lost the football.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Kenyon Drake.
A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo again. Will find Williams on the slant. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Taken
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd on
2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Directly over him. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
Jets.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Miles Sanders now to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
And that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. He's got Smith here, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Sanders. New York ready to go again offensively.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Now Drake loses the football,
and the Raiders pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete.
Cooper Kupp with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Harrison Butker set.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone, and no return here for Sanders.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's caught by Smith. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
36 yards on the play.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. Got him 8. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
12-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A fumble on the play.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
DeAndre Hopkins, incomplete. Brings up third down.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Going deep for Hopkins, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The handoff.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
48-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. This will be caught by Brown. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there at 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last put.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's good for 28 yards.
The Raiders first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
No gain on the play. Second.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
17-yard line.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
They'll run it with Jacobs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs
standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Is good.
He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours
I
out there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins, 68 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And the hands
seam for the Raiders, able to secure it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. It's now ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And caught by Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
6 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it's going to be 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, Dan Bailey set to kick off. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Pass to Cup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's complete. Right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
on 3rd down. Here comes Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Second down at 5. They run it with Jacobs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second.
On second and 9. Mahomes. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he fakes his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, they've been in attack games and continue that in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. These two teams all tied after one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he goes out right around the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs 31. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Another fine carry from the NFL's. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And this certainly confirms all the chatter, just how big of a final weekend this is. For the moment, the 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
And we have to keep reminding ourselves that number 6, that's no longer the final seed. We go 7 deep in each conference now. But you're at the point now where you have to win to guarantee your spot. You don't want to get stuck scoreboard watching and hoping other teams can help you out by winning their games or losing their games.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes.
Man open left side is Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On first down, it's Jacobs. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes pass.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get this down to the 10. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
10 yards on the
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Harrison.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it at the 5-yard line.
25-yard.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally is.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number 1. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands.
To throw again on second down. Newton, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, a run from White. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, it's Newton. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, the soft product of the elements right there. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Yards deep, and not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come upon half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On second down now, it's White. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's brought down at the 42-yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Newton. Rolling to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, When you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That catch good for only a couple. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the 35 on 2nd down. Mahomes got him in. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Josh Jacobs.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
A man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
From the red zone now, Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tanner Vallejo gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to take it into end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
While no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Reset here, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Raiders from the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw.
Brand, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a first down throw for Newton. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Newton, open man. He completes it to Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
A gain of 6.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 13-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete to White. White lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Powers over.
He's dead in his pads. defense, didn't he?
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for a loss.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Darren Lee there to get him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Darren Lee on the tackle.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Well, we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Newton. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,
today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports.
EA Sports is to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others. But the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
At the 35-yard line, a gain of 5 brings up
on 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. Let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
10 at the 17-yard
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Launch a screen pass, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all we're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
Eluding the pressure, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw at the 5. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. And by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jackson. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Draw play. Ingram now. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete.
Jackson's pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He was going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Oh, yeah!
and touchdown, Las Vegas. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Steelers nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So not much time to half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. From the gun, Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Tim Williams makes the tackle.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Past the 20.
Greatest show ever.
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team really on defense to get in their face right now and let a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This will be caught by Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson complete to Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Jackson up 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense
Daniels was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick pass to Cup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the silver and black continue to roll. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A slant to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. On the draw, this is Ingram. And so there goes Mark Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Jackson will throw again. It's brought in by Jeffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
He's brought down at the 40.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This one complete to Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
From the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Looking downfield for Jones. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Stand over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They'll get this one to come complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Got a man, it's Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers weren't able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Lamar Jackson.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He completes it to Jones.
Jackson's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down, Steelers.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29 between the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Vegas. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play with the 2nd and 3. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Sanders. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fights through, and now a crease. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. They'll find Williams on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Play action. Garoppolo. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
To Josh Jacobs.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
On first down, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drive, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. Well, how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He gets away from 1. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Josh Jacobs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Is it a comeback?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch.
That's good.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
10 more yards.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Harrison.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own
New York ready to go again offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2. And Garoppolo lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game,
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
2nd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeMarcus Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
and that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So it's on to half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Raiders 21, Jets 7.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no return here for Sanders. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 26-yard line.
Right back to Drake. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Kenyon Drake, the ball.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They don't know if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brings up 2nd and
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
This throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This will be caught once again by Brown. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Here's Mahomes, third and goal.
Looks to me like maybe...
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Sanders.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where they started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
On the play.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
End of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Tackled at the 34.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. There's a ball from the right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He was 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 28 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run out to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Complete to Miles Sanders.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked. A loss.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So they need to determine if that knee would stand.
Partnered in less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Demarcus Robinson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pick.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's complete to Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Traquan Smith, 32 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Set to kick off.
And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say...